Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, whatever your time zone may be. Welcome back to Zelda Speedruns. We are here with another Ocarina of Time Randomizer Season 6 tournament match, getting down to the wire. Today is going to be Losers Bracket Round 5 with Sponge versus Soli. So I'll hand it over to our commentators, Deadly Thunder and Lee Harold, and thank you to our trackers, Diesler and Ashlings. Take it away, guys.
Oh, hey everyone. We've got ourselves quite an interesting match because yesterday Soli managed to win against Yo Yakarina, so this is basically an immediate matchup. Sponge, of course, is definitely a very tough opponent, but given that Soli has taken out Goomba, Marco, and Yo Yakarina, shows that he's no slouch either. Both of these runners have also been in lower brackets since round 1, so they've definitely been edging out down there. Any thoughts?
It's a shame that one of them's got to go, to be honest. Like, we know Sponge, we love him. Highly execution-based. Soli, the opposite, focuses on routing. We've seen the tricks that he pulls off. Like, they're really... To be honest, they're two different runners. And I can't wait to see which style kind of edges out the win today.
Yeah, we've got ourselves quite an interesting start. We've got the Spirit Medallion, which is half of the light arrow cutscene. We're also starting now with a bomb bag. Crazy.
Whoa. Sponge, so...
Oh, shit.
So ahead. So ahead. Oh,
Yeah.
shit, no! She's so
Whoops.
ahead.
Wait.
Great spawn. Okay.
That's crazy. Is it just me, or is the sound not picking up on stream? Like our comms?
We have to adjust it, I think. Although, I believe Soli isn't playing with any music, so...
Okay, thank you, Axel. And Total Talk. I see. But crazy that we start off with a bomb bag right off the bat. Not
That
to mention...
spawn. Sorry, that spawn as well. It's just funny to me.
Yeah. And no one's doing chickens this early. Rip.
Nah, you got plenty of time for chickens. At the spawn, you can go back. Like, if they happen to get storms and ZL in, like, this loop, you might as well just save quit and do chickens interval that way.
Yeah. I also forgot to mention some of the other starts here that, with just the Spirit Medallion, we spawned here in Impa's cow cage, as I like to call it, and there's also Bolero where we start with. And Bolero is basically a free song, and with that bomb bag, I think it's a bit safer to dip into Fire Temple.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I think dipping into fire is potentially a bit safe. Like, if you can go in there with the hammer.
Wait. Ooh. Okay, Skull Mask is dead.
No, that was Skull Mask magic. Skull Mask magic.
That's free magic right there. You just save quit after getting the mask.
Yeah, like, that's pretty good. Again, that different routing. Soli deciding to farm the change and check that grotto. Got a pretty important hint. So we'll probably just save quit. Hand in the Kita mask. And then go back to the market to get the skull mask.
We've got quite a few checks we could do here in the market, not just slingshot and getting the skull mask.
That is true. That is true. That early bomb bag, checking it immediately. Like, Sponge being a bit more aggressive, just rushing songs, it looks like.
Oh, he's not going to take the wallet.
Nah, you don't need the wallet. Not with a bomb bag. And you got shoes as well, so... you don't really need a wallet
True, you
unless
can buy
unless
them at the market at nighttime.
unless you get a market path to Baronade, and that's where you really start panicking.
So, like, Paradox letter then, maybe.
Potentially, but it's way too early to
Of
to guess
course.
that.
And the likelihood of that happening is rather low. You're better off. You have better odds of having a Frogs 2 seed.
Exactly. And interestingly, Sponge is walking out of Lolon. Is this going to be Kiri Forest or Valley, do you reckon?
Probably Forest.
Yeah, because the way Sponge is, I think, going about this, doesn't have enough money for late. So probably this is just Kiri Forest. Is Paradox Letter one of those new Pokemon?
Well, I mean, we just got 2 Paradox Mons, but, Okay, let's see. That is a market play, actually.
Returning. Interesting, okay.
So Sponge might be able to grab the mask if he grabs the hints.
Just... Oh,
Oh.
this, yeah.
Now he's gonna get it. He's gonna be grabbing his Pikachu mask soon.
And has enough time of day to farm the chains and... Actually, no, this is pretty good routing from Sponge. I think as soon as he gets the gets the Keaton mask. I won't say Pikachu mask. Gets the Keaton mask. It'll probably just hand that in. Although time of day is a little sketchy, so won't be able to come back and collect the Skull Mask. But I think at this point you got Bolero. You just see about getting Minuet before getting Magic.
And Sponge doing a bit more cheeky farming here for cash.
And time of day is... Ah, okay, we're about to see him picking up the Keaton mask and then gonna check Dampe digging, I think. Like, do night market checks into Dampe digging, into... I guess go into Lost Woods?
Yeah. That cheeky chew. And they're both skipping the wallet. No need for it. You could just buy chews here in the market. At night. Or should I say it like SpongeBob? At night! I can't believe I pulled it off a bit better than I normally do.
All I'm just imagining is the laugh that SpongeBob makes. Just imagining it.
SpongeBob laughs are pretty good, to be honest. Oh, Sponge just barely caught that.
Oh? We're seeing chickens.
Yes, we're seeing the chickens. Let me get my roosters ready. Bam.
So this is a decision though, because I prefer what Sponge is doing. Like your spawn is Hero's Child. You could just come back and do chickens whenever. Like it's not gonna be like a last location check.
Plus,
But
you can think of it after this and get a few skulls.
that is true. But with Night Market, it's going to be incredibly hard to route this in without Sunsong.
Yeah.
Like unless you go out your way to set time of day after your adult section, but kind of feels wasted in my opinion.
Oh, more sticks!
More
Oh,
sticks.
Richard, good boy. He didn't just bring one stick home, he brought 10.
I love stick upgrades. They're good.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
And
now
in the
what is...
combo randomizer, they're even in big chests.
Oh,
Wait,
that's
40
cool.
is dead. Goron City Defensive Ganon.
Interesting.
Is dead, and 30 is also dead.
And interesting, Sponge is not save quitting. It's just going into Temple of Time.
Yep, this is definitely going to be an adult play right now.
Oh, I suppose...
Oh,
Oh! Soli just missing it. Okay. I think I see what Sponge might be doing. Adult spawn in these settings is set to Temple of Time. Could just be playing Bolero. If Sponge gets Minuet after playing Bolero, just saves quit. Like, it's gonna be like an easy way of getting a Kikiri Forest song.
DC, Jabu, Spirit, Water, Forest.
So Shadow, Spirit, and Fire, right?
First stones. Yep. And we only have one path hint as far as I know. With Goron City to Phantom Ganon.
Nice song, CL. That doesn't do anything. Not really. I guess
It
you
does open
save
up the
quit.
song check in
Oh, I
the
guess.
yard.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I guess you're right. Oh, and all. Wait, they don't have Sarias. What is that? Yeah, it doesn't look like Sponge is interested in going back child, though. Is going adult. It's probably just going to be DC.
Yeah, probably. I mean, you have everything available for it right now. And he could set time of day so that he can clean up Kakariko after.
Mm-hmm. Nothing in the River
Water
Grotto.
Temple to Twinrova.
No. Well, I guess it's on the way. Don't like Water Temple.
Yeah, it's
Not a
most
fan.
going to be a mirror shield or strength 2. And Nocturne is on Burning Cack.
Vanilla. Interestingly enough, Sully's not going for the upper item.
In other words, Shadow Temple is less likely to have something important because Shadow Temple can't really have the boomerang, it can't have 2 of the strengths, or the mirror shield, or both hook shots, or the iron boots.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that Shadow just can't have. I felt like Shadow might be one of... Oh,
It would
Shadow's a stone.
the
So,
bow, but at this point, probably not. Bottom of the well to Morpha.
hey! So, depending where Storms is, that is early. That could potentially be early. That's early in logic.
Yeah.
Lights on Bongo? No.
That'd probably be the only reason, the only way that Shadow could ever have anything is if light arrows happen to be in there, in Shadow.
I mean, technically, Shadow wouldn't be logical. Say it definitely wouldn't be logical though. It could logical first bow, because you need a bow to beat Spirit. Well, logically, I guess.
You might
Right?
need for Water Temple for key logic.
Oh yeah, Water Temple. I mean, I'm thinking. You know what I'm thinking of? I'm thinking Vanilla Boss Key. I say I still have the multi-world in my head. Don't mind me.
One checks if you include the river chest.
River chest.
We
Now,
have
did we see a boulders hint, or did we see the river chest hint?
Uh,
I
that's a good
can't
question.
quite remember. I want to say it was the boss key chest. Water BK, okay, that is a small key. So that is the 6th key in water, at the very least.
And no, Spirit Temple can't be locked by Shadow Temple, since Spirit Temple completion is 1/3 of the requirement for getting Nocturne, which is the only way to get into Shadow Temple under these
Which
settings, of course.
which means it's very, very unlikely that OOT would be Requiem at that point.
Yep. Oh, the ice arrows.
Nice arrows.
It looks like Soli is dipping into Fire Temple.
Seeing a small key on where the boss key and
Yep.
chest would be.
Yeah.
If
If it's like OT for Requiem, then there can't be a key on Child side.
like absolutely no key whatsoever.
But there
Which
could
is
be arrows.
very unlikely though, right?
Yeah.
I can see this being actually probably in a straight line. Like the path to Goron City, it could just be a hook shot.
Yeah.
But if it's like strength for a bow, for instance, but on the well could have one of the hooks because you need long shot to beat it. You're getting a lot of information early at the very least. Breath of the Wild leads to Morpher. Who did this? I want names. Uh-huh. Uh-huh, Tom. Mm-hmm. I'll let
Getting
you
a
go today.
hit on Sully's side.
Oh, sorry, I missed that. What did you say?
Just safe put on Sully's side, so we'll probably see some Kakariko soon.
Yeah, just following in Sponge's footsteps. Neither of them have gone to Kikiri Forest as child. As well.
Racing is actually not like the worst thing, but like sort of improving your execution, your routing. It definitely takes a lot of practice.
Mm-hmm. But luckily enough, there's a lot of people in this community that are very kind and will help you learn. There are lots of videos, lots of tricks to help you get started. Okay, racing, easy. Winning is very difficult. Hackmania really sums everything up. Yeah, Alex, I agree. Like, I think a skill.
Also going for the DC rush.
Yeah, I mean, makes sense. Beat DC, you get put at the bottom. Or maybe just rushing Goron City to get whatever the hell's up there.
That's Central
Was it?
Pillar.
No gold scale water today.
Take that, Jax.
Ah, Jack Stromedy in
Yes.
shambles. Central Pillar
awesome.
is the boss key, yeah. But going back to what Alex said, logic reading I don't think gets spoken about enough. With everyone's like very focused on execution or routing, a lot of people don't talk about how difficult it is to actually being able to read logic. And I think learning those skills is a sure way of helping you improve at the game, especially with Spirit Temple.
Yeah, and in this case, reading the logic, knowing that Shadow Temple is most likely not going to have anything, at least for. It's definitely not going to have anything for Jabu, Spirit, or Water.
Mm-hmm.
So we can.
Also,
Where.
so getting storms there as well makes it pretty likely that you could just find a hook shot as the path in Bottom of the Well, and your path to Phantom Cannon could just be a bow or a strength upgrade.
Yeah.
Because either one would fit the bill. Like it could just be you have Longshot already, and you can go over the GCG.
Yep.
And with them, actually, we are just lens away from being able to cross.
Yep. Because both of our runners can easily pick up magic at any time as long as they pick up the Skull Mask.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like they'll be routing that in later for when they do more or less a clean sweep of Lost Woods. Oh, the Stone of Agony.
Definitely agony.
Well, it's still better than the Bomber's Notebook, the Cursed Tome.
Oh wait, the notebook that basically gives you a line of text every single time you pick up something good. Is it that one?
Yeah, or like doing certain checks that involves NPCs. The literal time loss item.
Aha. Hold on. I see what it said. I make late exploits in the game because I wonder about Soli not making it fast time before night. Here, there's something we could break to drop it off camera. Oh, cat chain. Cat chaining, right? I believe that's what you're talking about. As far as I'm aware, that is allowed. That is coming in at a certain angle, side hopping, and if you do it right, the game will think you're on top of the chain. Which,
Oh, he's just barely missing.
oh, yeah, just give up. Give up, Solly. The pot's not worth it. But as far as I'm aware, it has been legal. But the angle Solly was coming in at wouldn't have worked. I think Solly had to be coming from, like, facing the chains as opposed from the side.
It looks like Sponge is going tactile immediately, but he can full clear the well.
Yeah, and that's exactly where Sponge is going, because as far as he's aware, that's just his hook.
Yep.
And hookshot is a very, well, it is a valuable tool to have at this point.
Yep.
Not sure what exactly just hook can do for him.
Mhm.
Also set time of day, well, we'll...
That just means you can route that in without by digging.
Mm-hmm.
And do a bit of skull hunting at the same time, because you never know.
Yeah, we... Bombwell could be irons. I mean, I guess it would definitely work if it was just irons in the well, hookshot in Goron City, and then you go to Half-Water for Twin Rover and get a strength upgrade. I guess there is that world, but I think it can. I think it's likely to be hook. It could also be a bow. Oh, what's that?
Oh, That's the Goron tunic.
Not bad, not bad.
It looks like Sponge is also going to be doing the flame storage here, because I find it's much easier than waiting. Like, it's certainly a lot easier to get it consistently nowadays, knowing that you could just do a setup for it.
Also, I guess doing this because this, like, not doing flame storage has made someone lose a race before.
Yeah.
So, just clearing out your locations. Sponge is definitely playing safe right now.
I know that that actually helped me win a race before. But not this time, sadly, for Sponge. But getting the extra heart's kind of nice.
Yeah, I know Sponge likes to open chess until he has at least 5 hearts. Not too sure about Soli, but yes, Soli's just doing graveyard checks as well.
Yeah.
Well, we're about to see the best dungeon in the entire game.
In your
In
opinion.
Look, I was about to say in my opinion, okay? I was about to say it.
If it's hinted, it's good. If it's not,
It's still good. Let's be real. Let's not kid ourselves. This place with CSMC or CSTC, I guess it's called. Oh,
yeah, it's
what is it?
definitely better with CAMC,
That's
chest
it.
matches content.
Chest appearance. That's it.
Because you could just
That's
do a cheeky bit of peeking and just save like 3 minutes or so.
it. Like bottom of the well is so quick. There's no way you don't come in here in any like S6 seed. Unless Storms is on OOT, then you never come here and
Ooh,
cry when.
there's the Wath item right there. Or Path
Alright,
item.
come on. Hookshot.
A wallet!
No, this game could screw off. Wait, no! It's just central pillar logic for boss key! No, we're fine, we're fine, we're still fine, we're still fine. Okay, there's still gonna be big chests. There's still gonna be big chests in here, but we're good, we're fine. Everything's okay.
Well, I'm not seeing a lot of big chests right now.
It'll come, it'll come. Don't worry, it can't just be for a wallet.
That would be funny if it was.
Yeah, it's past the morpher.
Oh, there's another big chest, so
Okay, this is the hook shot. Gotcha.
oh, that's a scale, so that's access
Wait,
to your pain.
that's not a hook.
And another big chest.
Okay, has to be hook shot now. Come on.
The bow!
Oh my. Okay, we'll just keep saying, yeah, the hook shot's in this chest or in this check, and it's just not gonna be the hook.
Well, we still have Dead Hand and the invisible chest that is also known as Steve. Then we've
So
got
what?
the room in the map chest.
What if the lens is here?
I mean, it is possible. Steve with Greg. That would be fun to see. But then again, it would be in a small chest. Actually, yeah, they would just.
I mean, you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know if Steve was a big chest or a small chest because you can't see Steve.
It's a small chest, anyways, and it's not Greg. It's 5 of them, or Breg. But there's too many of them to be just one. Oh. Man, Dead Hand just spawning in some of the worst spots. Relatable, actually.
Yeah, Dead Hand's isn't that fun. But as
But
Soli is reuniting a lost
here's the
dog with its
thing.
owner.
It's only in logic for Gold Scale to access Water Temple, but for actually doing any of the checks in Water Temple, you logically require the Iron Boots.
Hmm.
Plus, Water Central Pillar is a big key, so we would need it anyways. But yeah, Runo's Letter, Dive Spot, or the Lap Dive could potentially have something.
I take it since Sponge hasn't found another small key that basement is just a small key? Or am I just...
Well, our path is a little more confusing now.
It's just the bow. It's just the bow.
The bow or the scale or the wallet.
I mean, it makes sense why Sponge is out here. Check lab dive. Not
Well,
lab dive.
just
Not
Runo's.
not yeah, that spot, not lab dive, what am I saying? But it's fine, because this could just be the hook shot.
But the
And
scale doesn't lock the bomb bag or Zelda's Lullaby, so it can't be for access to domain, but it is
wait,
convenient.
what is that? Oh.
Well, Sponge is skipping it.
Then I would be checking Tektite Grotto as soon as possible, to be honest. Oh, Soli missing out.
Well, missing out on the heart to piece. Ah, my English. All right, let's see
Yeah.
what's on fishing.
I unfortunately am agreeing with Alex here. Scale, wallet, bow, it's probably for the wallet. Like,
Yep.
I think wallet confirmed it, which is awful. Wallet,
Basically, tunic logic. For the one check we actually need the Zora tunic for. Cursed.
yeah, because I mean, that fulfills it by itself. Yeah, true. England is very hard. I agree.
Some money back, so yeah, take that. Stick it to the ban.
I suppose the other good thing about finding the bow is that Path to Phantom Ganon is now locked to 3 items. I
Yep.
mean, it's very rare that you're going to get path hovers for forest, but but it could happen.
And it's possible that SFM could just have the either minuets or Saria song. Or like it's hard to say what will be there exactly, but Path to Phantom Ganon is most likely just a hook shot or strength.
That's our hook shot. I see. I can't believe we had a path to Morpher and it didn't even give us.
Nope, it's not for the bow because
It's
that.
not. It's not for them. Okay, so confirmed it's wallet.
Yep.
Well, I say confirmed it's wallet. We still need to see Tektite and, well, I see and Lab Dive. But if it's not Tektite and we find irons, then I would be going straight to.
And it's for Epona's song for Ocarina of Time.
Hmm. Then I guess long
There'd
shot
be-
would be your only way of getting over, yeah. So it could be very well possible, like especially if Requiem is vanilla, that long shot could just be in water.
80 for the horse. Oh, there's something in Remote Grotto. And that's the boss key chest in water with the small key. And there's the slingshot.
Nice.
It should be good for child spirits because we know that's not AD.
I suppose another good thing is that they can just full clear Lost Woods.
Yep. Aside from Saria's song.
We'll ignore that. Not required. Because I said so. But speaking of Lost Woods, this looks like a climb up the mountain by Sponge.
Yep.
Oh wait, no, hand in Keaton. Never mind.
I think, yes. It is free magic, because then he can just save quit after getting the skull mask.
Serenade. Take an L. Get the mask. Then I guess for Sponge it would be quicker to play Serenade. Take the owl back walk across field, wouldn't it?
Yes. It's just crazy to think that flying with an owl is faster than simply walking out. And it's not just a small owl either. He's super big.
I'll go fast.
I'll get ready to get this mask.
Sponge, I think, remembering.
Yep,
Yeah, Hyrule Castle Fairy. I would have 100% walked there and would have just forgotten about it to the end of time.
Yeah, it's usually the way you handle that check. Just so out of the way. What do you have for us, HC Fairy? Or Din's Fairy, rather?
I'm gonna guess nothing. Or the lens, because that would be funny.
Just a heart container. So
Okay.
Sponge is now very healthy.
Is Sponge at the sweet spot? 5 hearts. Could be at the sweet spot for
Domain play, it looks like.
Oh yeah, domain. Oh no, this is actually really good for Sponge because domain, like going through domain, doing domain checks, and then going from river into Lost Woods is so much more efficient than just bat walking, taking the L.
You could basically full clear a lot of this area, like Zora's River, Domain, GC, most of Lost Woods, and Kokiri Forest.
Also getting the feeling of it, they could just plant a bean in Crater to take that like and have that act as their I guess hookshot or hovers for a while. Especially if the path to Goron City is not the hook and not the hovers.
Yeah,
it's just a
can
chef upgrade. The question is, they're probably not going to think of that because their path to Phantom Ganon has just been cut down to, well, I suppose 2 checks because who thinks of hovers?
Hmm. This looks like it's a 3 diver. Yep. Not bad.
Yep. They weren't spaced out nice. Oh, Soli. Oh yeah, Soli did pick up beans because of time of day. That was right. Okay, I like this. And this is Soli following Sponge's footsteps, is my guess.
And yep, the Arudo's letter spot is dead. So it's either Lap Dive or Tektite Grotto that has something now.
Or it could just be the unfortunate thing of it's just the wallet.
Yep.
It's-
And that's the bow was not locked by the other one. There's a strength.
okay, so it's just the hook tray Gorosity, or the hovers, or just the hook. Oh, damn it. Also, Roger Mage? Roger Marge? Oh my god. Mage, thanks for the raid. Welcome in, everyone. Also, oh my god! Solly didn't peek this.
GG to Twin Rofa.
That was hovers, right? I saw that right. That on Sponge's side, that was hovers at the top of river, wasn't it?
I think Solly would have seen this earlier.
No. Solly didn't check the top of river. Solly
Oh,
just checked the hints.
oh, I see. But would there be a hint up top for him to check?
Yeah. Well, the hint up top of before Zora's Domain.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it didn't go up that far because wanted to make it back to market for time of day.
Right. And Sponge buying a lot of beans today.
Well, that 100% solves that. Path in Goron City is just going to be the hook, so they can just do forest.
Yep.
But that is if I saw the check correctly, because I'm blind. I can barely see at the best of times, and I know I play on emulator, so VC is not my forte.
Not to mention that Sponge goes through a lot of these checks pretty quickly. Oh, there's Greg!
He has been found.
We have found 2 memes. No, 3 memes so far.
Drew, I have a very strong feeling that we're going to find Saria's or Minuet.
Oh, those are the hover boots. You're right.
I can't lie. I saw a gold flash on Sponge's side, almost like they're hovers. And
Oh, rip.
oh, Solly.
He was on a quarter of a heart.
You know, respect. But this is the hint that Solly missed. GT, that's 2 GT. No, well, not 2 GT. It's Twin Rover, but that's 2 Twin Rover hints.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got 2 Twin Rover hints, a Morpher hint, a PG hint. We just need
Was it KD?
Jabu. I hope we don't find a KD hint because I think the response will be no shit game.
At this rate, I don't think it would be.
Wait. Sponge is going back into
Oh! Now he's going back into the Lost Woods. He just realized he done goofed.
I was gonna say, Sponge, where are you going, buddy? Also, that chicken is killing Link. Oh my god.
Link is fused with the chicken. Oh my god. That's definitely something to pick up. In more ways than one, actually.
I was
So
gonna
both
say
of them
we
are very
definitely.
close.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Like, they're both very close to one another now. The only difference is that Solly's not gonna get the slingshot. Rip chicken.
I mean, the way
Where's-
things are going, you've got strength, you've got a hookshot, you've got a bow now. Forest is just it's just available to you
Yep.
as and you're very, very likely to get Sari's or Minuet here. To be honest, unless you get like Rutos and Boomerang uh in Valley or something, then very, very unlikely that Sari or Forest Access isn't here. Oh, okay, Drew. Make my life difficult then. Ruto's in Goron City. Yeah, that could actually work. God damn it, he's right.
But disregarding that slingshot, our runners are really close to one another.
Yeah, the routing really took them side by side. And the only thing separating them is just the slingshot. So yeah, if there's anything on Sling Game, or Tug in the Woods, I should say, that could be big.
If not, then, well, at least Solly gained a bit of time back.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's the forest access I was talking about.
And that's vanilla. So Sponge can now full clear all of Lost Woods.
Solly will get magic. Just doing this stuff first, and then clearing out Lost Woods afterwards.
Oh, right. That would be no Sari's song, so it's Minuet. At least it gets us to Forest Temple faster.
Yeah, so, but I will imagine Sponge is just gonna go straight to Chalgoron City.
Yeah.
And I guess so will, so will Solly. Although it makes you wonder, where would Saria's be if...
Oh, Skull Kid is dead! That's been
Well, you
hinted.
guess you full clear Lost Woods.
Yep.
For real this time. Solly...
That was... So, boom, the rank chest is dead?
Yep, yes, rank chest dead.
Ooh, something in KF. And King Zora's also dead.
Alright, what are you gonna be? What are you gonna be?
Oh!
Golds? Oh my.
And they're the light arrows!
Definitely part of Phantom Ganon, yep. The lights have just...
That means we're not going to be on a crazy search for the light arrows. This is more or less a jet seat at this point.
Nah, don't say the word. Definitely not Jet. We're still missing quite a bit.
As Matt just just said in chat, Zone Shadow won't find a way.
Definitely won't find a way. If any of them are in Shadow Temple, I'll be wondering what the hell went wrong.
We saved Termina. Okay,
Alright. Well,
this is a hook shot. Or
don't
something
be letter. Don't be letter and prove Drew, right? Don't be letter.
No,
Okay.
that's a
So
heart.
it's adult then. Or King.
And I mean, they do have cover boots, so they could at least get through. They could get to the hammer chest in the maze.
But also, if the big chest next to the, if there's a on the left hand, if there's a big chest there, then I think it's only for adult Link can hop over it. I don't think Child Link can do that.
Oh, you're missing an extra R in there, Axel.
Oh. The final bow.
Oh, so one thing's for sure: none of the bows lock each other this seed.
So if anyone was in doubt, the bow is not path.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
There's the hook shot!
Well, there's that. Okay.
And there's another slingshot!
Not punished, I swear. Absolutely not punished. Okay, what's over here then? Oh, maybe Lich Link can go. Wait, is that the chest? That doesn't look big.
Small. So, Forest Temple is now fully completable. Stone Shadow, dead. Stone
Always has been.
Shadow does not find a way in this seed. Therefore, Jet.
No. It's not a jet seed until, you know, until it's not. Like I said, we're still missing quite a bit. We're missing irons for one. We're missing the Jabu kit.
Well,
And-
neither of the scales locked each other, so there's still potential. Let's see here.
Even if there's something here, which
Oh, just
luckily
extra
there isn't.
cash. Let's go.
Like, even if there wasn't something there, Soli is going to the maze, I believe. Oh, I know. Maybe he won't be going to the maze. Maybe we're leaving that as adult. Yeah, looks like leaving it to adult. I guess I can understand it. Not, we know isn't going to be missing out on anything. But I am curious as to why he's not handing in the Skull Mask for magic.
That's a very good question. Ooh, Mito having 2 chests today.
No,
There's
it's the letter. is this boomerang?
Oh,
no,
no.
it's not the boomerang.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna get.
So no path to KD today. It's probably Baronade.
And again, if it's Kikiri Forest is part of the Baronade, no shit.
Then that means there would be a casino for the
Like I said, well, this is 15 minutes in, and we're talking about casinos already.
Of course.
Absolutely not.
This is just gambling with extra steps.
Don't gamble, kids. This is
I mean,
bad. Don't gamble.
There's a lot of legislation against it, so you should be good. At least in children's games.
Gambling in a child's card game. Nice. Okay, Soli. Where is Soli going?
To turn in the letter.
And is doing this.
Right. Lap dive can also be done, but letter was right here, actually. You'll see it right now.
Right there, yeah.
Right next to the second bomb bag. So both bomb bags are fully free and available.
I suppose Ice is actually a good play. I guess thinking that right now none of his dungeons except the spirit require magic. I guess if he's thinking like that.
Are we gonna see a Tektite Grotto check soon? Because it's already nighttime for Soli. So he's doing field checks. So we might also get a sweep there too. And Sponge is also going to hand in his letter.
Oh, I think checking some more hints just in case.
50 is also dead. Not a skull seed. At least 20 is probably the maximum we may need.
Not doing a lab dive. Okay, I don't agree with this.
Yeah, it's like both that and Tektite Grotto are fully free. No, 50 is completely dead.
Yeah, it said Hylian shield, not mirror shield. I think it's a bit too early for saying leads, but I think Sponge's routing has been less chaotic.
Yeah. And given that he now has that hook shot, he could go straight into Forest Temple and just finish it when he goes adult. But he's going to be doing lab dive now.
Okay, maybe not so chaotic, maybe more like,
It's a little more sporadic.
yeah, things. Here's a clear lead, and that's chat. Alright, Soli picking up his slingshot, and Sponge is picking up.
There's the Kokiri sword. That just opened up the
Oh,
whole engine for him now.
that's spooky.
That means we can have iron boots in the Deku tree.
That's what I'm thinking. I think we're looking at irons in Deku for long shot in water for spirit key logic.
Not AD really, because Ocarina of Time is Epona's song.
Mm-hmm.
And it would simply not be possible.
I mean, Deku is just a lot of checks anyway. Like,
Yeah. Deku's also very easy to get out of the way. Just take about 5 minutes or so. You don't even need to go for the skulls if you don't want to.
mm-hmm. It's solely going back adult. Probably will go back to Goron City to pick up the hook. And then we'll be going forest.
Yep. But I do have to respect Sponge's play here.
Yeah, I think following the scale is fine. Especially
There's
when
some songs.
you just don't have any information for the well path. It could just be the wallet for buying a tunic, but it could also just be for the scale, and the scale did lead to something. So
We're gonna be getting Link the Goron soon. Bottom of the well, still Path to Morpha.
very confused at what that could be, but Sponge could just be on the right line. I think
Yep.
this could just be it could just be irons for long shot in water. Or it could just be, long shot in here, and irons could also be here too.
Well, certainly not on the map chest.
Not there, at the very least.
Alright.
Zavi magic is on Skull Mask. Both have the hint. For some reason, Soli hasn't turned it in. But it's not a huge issue because the only magic lock dungeon they've got is spirit. As far as we're aware. As far as we're aware.
And it's only really for 2 checks. And one of them could still lock a key. Or even the boss key. And Deku so far is looking pretty barren.
Launcher does have to be hook locked. Wait, I'm dumb.
Oh, there's the Rang!
Oh, that is a crappy location for it.
That's pretty far out of the way compared to Deku Tree.
I suppose. Yeah, I guess in Sponge's position you would just be playing Minuet, huh? And not Bolero.
Yeah. It's definitely going to be a bit harder to route the top of DMZ. And Soli will be finding his hook shot soon. So he basically has Japu and Forest that he can clear very momentarily.
And
But
that gives
still.
him a song as well.
Mhm.
Also, did Soli pick up the shield on KD?
Yeah, he did. As far as I know, he did.
Just hasn't equipped it yet.
Yeah, it's always strange. It's gonna peek here, and he now knows Des dead chest. And blink and you miss, and Goma's down.
Yes, Kakiri or bait, we shall see in just a moment. Like, I do not agree. Like, not do agree. I agree with the play Sponge has made, or the decision, I should say.
Oh no! Deku Tree was completely bearing the seed.
But the
Rip.
thing is, I agree. I agree with the play Sponge made.
Yeah,
I
you never
do agree
want
with it.
it's a dungeon you really want to finish as fast as possible, but sadly, it did not pay out for Sponge. So he's probably going to be heading adult. Oh, there's the winner heart piece! That's 4 for 5! We've got 4 memes.
I mean, I just think doing Deku there is, a good idea. Like it was a good idea, a good decision.
Oh, it looks like Sully is going to Ice Cavern before he does Forest Temple.
This I don't agree with. I don't agree with this. You just push your progression as opposed to going to ice. I don't agree with this.
I think it might just be a meta play because a lot of the community knows that Sponge is a fellow Ice Rusher.
I want to say Sponge likes ice, but likes ice in moderation. I feel like you do your progression dungeon first, and then go ice afterwards.
Yeah, that's true.
Like,
And Forest Temple is not exactly like a hard dungeon to do.
exactly. I mean, it's like I don't get me wrong. Ice, good play in like it is a good play, especially with the lack of warp songs they've got. But doing it in this order, I don't agree with. Like you do what Sponge is doing.
Yeah. We already found ice arrows. They're in Dodongo's cavern. I think the only meme item we're missing now is Nehru's.
Nah, we don't need it.
Of course not. This isn't Bonko after all.
So how's the seed doing? Wait, what is? Okay, it's harpies.
Just a recovery heart.
The seed is all right. It's we had a bit of fun, I guess, if you want to call it that, with with a bottom of the well path to Morpher hint. And the only items that could potentially be on that path are a scale and wallet. And it's looking like it's just for a wallet now.
Yeah. So Tektite Grotto is the only thing we should be concerned with now. Those could still be what we need.
Honestly, it looked dead to me, but then again, my eyesight isn't fantastic, as I've said.
And now Sully is using a shield.
But yes, as you know, happy hour and all that stuff. Give a shout out to our volunteers. Let's just go through because someone very generously did the commands for us. So go ahead and follow our runners, Sponge and Solly. They are two incredibly talented runners, great people. So I highly, highly, highly recommend you give them a follow. Our trackers, Diesler and is it Ashling? Ashling? So please say I'm
Ashley.
saying that right.
I believe it's Ashley.
Ashley? Okay.
More Scottish or Celtic way of spelling it.
Right, because I knew I knew an Ashling in I don't know, I knew an Ashling when I was in school, and it was spelt very similarly.
I see.
But yeah, helping us keep track of everything. Without them, we'll be very, very confused. And shout out to my co-com, Lee, who doing a really good job.
It looks
Just
like
want to
ice
say.
is not yielding much of anything right now.
Yeah, it's why I said like ice is a good place to be, but not before forest. Like it leads to another song. Like if this is prelude, that would have been your cue just to go chard. Sorry, I just have to step away
All
for
right.
a second.
Okay, so let's see. Forest Temple, just your standard one. Nothing really of value here aside from progression. And ice, not much of anything here either, sadly. Oh, there's the boss key chest. Right on Floormaster. That's true. I think he's just trying to do the whole rush ice thing. Probably as a metagame tactic.
Okay, I feel like I came back at a pretty interesting moment to a comment Alex has made, and I know the intention, but I can't help but laugh.
Oh, right there. That's an excellent kill on the Wolfos. And still nothing.
Which means prelude. Are we going to see prelude here? What are we seeing?
Requiem.
Ooh.
I think that might actually be. Okay, so he's going to
He's doing everything in his power to not go to Forest, and I'm just sad.
I have a feeling that he might also be baited into doing Deku Tree while he does
Not
that.
a chance. I don't think he goes Deku. I think he goes Deku when he picks up magic. That's not a problem. But you, I don't know if he necessarily gets baited. I'm just confused why he's doing this now as opposed to going to his progression dungeons. Our logic GTG? How? He can't go.
Well, you can reverse now, although it'll be out of logic.
Oh, right. Oh yeah, duh. But why? I'm asking like the 5 questions. Where, why, who, what?
Rush the Waff and then progression. I suppose that's one method of playing.
What forest is a foolish hint.
If
Well, you
only
are correct. You are correct. But there are no foolish hints in these ends. None.
none whatsoever.
But it's like you don't do this now is my point. You do your progression, then chase your hints. Right? Like
Yeah, but
you're an hour and 10 minutes into a seed where you've only gotten 2 medallions, but you've had access to 3, 4, about 10 minutes.
most of
Is
GPG can actually be done as well. You're just going to be missing out on the toilet and the push block. Unless one of the path items is a strength. But yeah, might as well just do forest.
oh, Sponge.
Oh my god.
Sponge about to die.
Oh, by the way, meme item. We have all
Oh.
of our memes collected.
All our memes have been collected, and Sponge lives to see another day.
Yep. On just 2.5 hearts now. And now we're getting the double forest. Well, I mean, we've seen Stone of Agony. That's a difference. That's why it's a 100% meme run, because we've seen everything. What's better
But
than
now,
one forest? 2 of them.
what's better than one forest? No forest? Yeah, okay. Oh, and a big
Ooh,
chest.
There's something big finally. I mean, that's very useful.
30-minute time save. Nice.
It wouldn't be much of a time save, given that they're both gonna get it anyways.
So they both get a 30-minute time save. That's how it works, right?
Yeah, basically.
That's the law of, I guess, that. It doesn't save 30 minutes. Just saying, it doesn't save any much time. It's handed in the letter, right?
I believe so. Yeah, he did. He went into
So
time for that. Oh, damn!
sick.
That's really good to see every single time.
That is so sick. I have heard people talking about that, but I've never seen it with my own 2 eyes.
I think I've seen it last year with a few different runners. But it's definitely a bit harder to pull off. Alex has even done it a few times, like when I've seen him. play it. It's definitely pretty tricky to get the timing, because if you don't get it correctly, you do void out.
You know, I feel like that makes sense. I do think that makes sense. It reminds me of wait,
Is this
wait.
Three Key Forest?
There's no way. Wait, you've got no keys. Wait, what? That was so sick, though. They're both. Oh my god, they're both sick. What?
Getting to see Three Key Forest. Soli doing it perfectly. 44 seat my ass.
It's 3 key forest with no keys. 10 out of 10.
Who needs keys?
Oh my. So Soli's just caught up in Forest Temple. Uh-huh. That's why he hates to play. I see.
Oh yeah, that's true.
He always does forest like this. This has to be the most unique forest routing I have ever seen. And I don't hate it.
3 Key Forest is always a joy to see. Although, if you have like pots and enemies with items, that just becomes a bit more backtracking. But thankfully, that's not the case here.
Wait, that means you save quit after defeating Blue Po, and then that puts you. Then you go through the lobby. That Po will be there. Oh, I see.
Yep. Another way to do it would be if you have Furor's Wind and Magic, which would be slightly faster than doing it conventionally.
Well, we have access to magic. We just don't have access to, FW.
Yeah.
Is this faster then? Like, obviously with Furor's Wind and Magic, it definitely would be. But would doing it this way?
You would be missing out on the gamer shot for sure.
As Hoppers and Coaster get Scarecrow. 1 minute is a lot of time. Is it really that much of a time save?
And Sponge getting the zero cycle off perfectly on Phantom Ganon.
That was, I thought touch and go for a second. But that was a nice one cycle, yeah.
So aside from the big Goron sword, Forest Temple is basically just do your progression and get out.
Right. Now save quit into Lux. Not just yet.
Okay, so where's Sponge going now?
Did Sponge do the Storms Grotto?
Oh yeah, this could be a nice play, yeah. I think it is a nice play. He's definitely one of the type of people to rush Ice Cavern, so yeah, it's definitely gotta be that.
Yeah, it's definitely quicker to go this way. But I think not thinking about definitely not thinking about the MC checks. So Soli having an advantage because of the boomerang at the very least.
For now.
Yeah, for now.
And with Fire Temple being blocking a stone, there's much less of a reason to go there. Unless it is Path.
Yeah, because I can... I,
if he orphans the DMT fairy, then it's very likely to swing in Soli's favor. And if that happens, it's going to be a reverse of what happened with Sponge's race against Zavi. Still, I there's still a very strong possibility that he'll check DMT Fairy eventually. It's just right now, Ice Cavern's going to be a far more valuable play.
I can 100% see Sponge not going for a good while. Like Sponge, as soon as he'll get Requiem, it will be just going straight over to GTG. Because
Oh yeah,
if you can get a strength upgrade there, then that says a lot about what your path in water could be.
yep.
Oh, Troubadour, Jabu will be next for Soli probably, but Soli could also like just go and reverse anyway.
I still can't tell what that is.
I didn't even see it. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't even look. But I thought it was a heart piece. But then again, I could be wrong.
Yeah, I think it could be arrows too. It's just kind of hard to see that POH.
But like we need some people to investigate what the item is and report
Yeah,
back to us. Yeah, Drew, that's what I was thinking when I saw on Soli's side. That was a piece of heart. It didn't look important, but then people were saying that it could have been hammer or something, and I was like, did I really just misidentify that hard? Probably.
and regardless of whether he save quits, he's just probably going to pick up the BGS.
I mean, I think yeah, Solid's on emulator. I think this is a safe quit. Actually, I feel like you save quit there no matter what.
Of course. Because the lack of Ferrora's Wind if you do 3 key forest. But does mean that he could just skip out on the gamer shot.
I'm really surprised how quick this forest has been.
Yeah, he's pulled out all the stops and everything's been working out for him.
I was really skeptical of the minute time save. Maybe it's not that far-fetched, huh?
Yeah, it's just because Sully actually does have really good execution. Maybe not on the same level as Sponge, but definitely up there. Like he's not like someone who fumbles with his controller.
Not the Pokemon punts.
Well, I mean, we've already got one with Paradox Letter earlier. Oh, it's always so nice to see these gainers from our runners. Sponge just pulling it off effortlessly. And doing it once again.
The the ice gainers are so good.
Yeah, it's always nice to see people like Marco and Sponge just pulling it off effortlessly.
Uh,
Oh my god.
no. Get me out of here. I don't want to be here anymore.
I mean,
Ugh.
with the Violet Paradox Mons, every one of them starts with iron.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like Iron Leaves and just go. Rang is in DMT Ferry.
Yep. And now we're gonna get a reverse to GTG.
As we were expecting. Yeah, I don't see Sponge going to DMT anytime soon.
Yeah.
And that's a problem because, well, it's in a location where Sponge has no reason to go back to. At least until he finds Hammer.
Uh, what size of chest was that up there? Was it small or big?
I am not sure.
Oh,
I'm
right hand,
sure
it's
something.
hinted. Right there!
Wait, was that right hand is an item?
Yep, a dead item. That is just cursed.
That
After peeking it.
that's good because
Well,
it's
now we know
very,
where
very
Prelude is.
I was gonna say it's unlikely that Longshot I mean Longshot could still be in water, but it's unlikely that it's Longshot for key logic. Well, not unlikely. It's just not gonna happen.
So now we know that Jabu is locked behind. Uh, Jabu locks Prelude. So that means Sponge will still have to rely on Serenade slash Sun Song. And Lax is dead, and there's the double defense.
And Soli is oh, Soli's just gonna go straight for Jabu. Like not even gonna bother about
Yeah, he could do it
going in.
later. Plus, he could do Child Spirits.
Oh, Child Spirit would be yeah, Child Spirit would be good. Like really good. The song Requiem was Saria's, I think. Yeah, I want to say Saria's.
Yeah, Requiem was Sarius. Saria was on Requiem. Prelude is Vanilla, actually. And we know that Boomerang Chest is dead. So that scratches off one check in Jabu. Okay, so what we're really looking for now is a long shot, strength 2, mirror shield, and iron boots. So about 4 items. It's very likely that they could be in GTG.
We don't have all the paths. We're missing Baronade hint, which
Yeah,
honestly, for Sponge, finding a DMT is path to Baronade would help him so much right now.
yeah. But if it just says Kokiri Forest, then, well, it's a casino for him.
We rage quit.
And
Yeah.
and we know that long shots can't be in GTG at all.
Yeah, so GTG is either gonna be the mirror or
Strength 2.
strength.
Yep. Jabu
Like,
could still have long shots.
I mean, it could also just be irons.
That is true.
it, GTG just could have the iron boots because the path item is in water. We never
Yeah, I
know.
believe he does have that path. Oh, something big here right off the bat.
Irons?
It's a bottle.
Not quite.
If bottles of glass were made of iron, then you would be correct. But that's not going to help us sink to the bottom of a temple.
Drink the po.
Fresh squeezed ghosts.
Either kill you or heal you. Depends on your taste buds. Also, is this something back on here? Looks like it.
Lens
Is
of
the
truth.
lens? Oh my.
And another big item here.
Big item there. Small key up. The bowlock check.
So we're good. Yep, just as I figured. Thanks to Zaffi. Didn't fire.
No! Wait! Key
Probably
logic.
just for key logic.
That's probably just key logic. Yeah, we're still fine. We're still fine. Oh my god.
Because remember, Shadow Temple is locked by the remaining 3 dungeons.
I'm trying to think. Obviously it's just for spirit key logic. After GTG, I'd go and check Wasteland Chest, just to be safe.
Yeah.
Also, Sponge still collecting keys. Probably seeing something that we couldn't see in the maze.
Yeah. Well, Jabu's not yielding anything until we find what's on Baronade. But it is a quick and easy dungeon to get out of the way. As long as Soli doesn't go to Deku Tree.
I could see Soli doing it.
Yeah.
I
Same here.
can. But I think, depending on what he finds, there could be better things to chase.
Yeah.
Also, doesn't appear that there's anything left in the maze, so can ignore small keys.
Mm-hmm.
But how many small keys was that now?
So, let's see. Dins and I think it could just be Dins for the path. And if it is Lens, it would just be for 1 check.
I think is that key 6?
But our bottom of the well path has been pretty gross.
Yeah, we're thinking it's just going to be for the wallet.
Yeah.
But then again, neither of them have checked Tektite.
Yeah.
So the scale isn't out of the question just yet.
Yeah. Especially since the other one was also storms locked.
Oh, we got 7 keys? I thought we had 6. My bad. I'm just trying to see if we can find out if it's going to be an item or not. And the answer to that is no, we won't be able to.
So we're just missing 1 more check here. Because everything else is locked behind the iron boots and strength 2. Which means Sponge might actually be led back into the Death Mountain area.
Ooh, big chest. Okay, is this going to be Mirror?
Put the spoiler log away.
Hey, then it's very likely that Shrimp 2 is just going to be in water.
Yeah. There's only like 4 items in there, so it's a and since we're still missing some items. And we know that long shot can't be in GTG, or that it's more than likely just going to be in Water Temple or anywhere before Valley. Hell, it could even be in the Valley loop.
Yeah, which is what I was gonna say about Sponge here.
Actually,
This
no, it can't. It would have to be hookshot locked, I think.
for Path Hook, yeah. Especially Path to Goron's Path to Phantom Ganon, yeah, the other hookshot has to be locked behind the hook. But with Sponge had a choice of checking Valley, which 2 Sphere 0 checks, or checking this. I agree with checking this, because, like, you need to be absolutely certain that the path is just going to be for either Spirit Key Logic, or if it's going to be on Treasure Chest Game.
Yep. And those are both one-off checks.
And I believe, I mean, both are really difficult to get back to.
Yep. Alright, just one more hit, and I'll say the meme line that's been cropping up because of people like us. Clean Baronade fight, and there's the second magic! That is cursed!
Oh, wait, Sponge saved outside of GTG. I realized.
Yep.
Also, nice. Oh, wait, no,
Nope.
Sponge didn't save outside GTG. He's great. He's brilliant. He can also check the 2 checks. Very good.
Right, he doesn't have choose. I know Sully's gotten choose earlier.
Sponge should have choose, right?
He didn't check that small chest in Graveyard, I think. Or whatever, wherever it was before.
I thought the choose were in... Oh, wait, no.
Oh, right. They were in CAC Rita Grotto.
Yeah, I was gonna say Sponge should.
I think he just dipped out on that, whereas I know Sully definitely picked them up.
Oh, yes. The recoil... recoil... Nails it.
Even... Oh my god! It was there
Nice.
the whole time! This isn't even the first time I've actually seen this happening. Doing a bit of pause buffering. It looks like it should get... Yep, he got it! He got it.
This man, I swear.
King of Execution right here.
And the waterfall, I can't see what's in there.
Oh, there it is!
Saved!
Saved!
Oh, advantage Sponge! Like... Oh, jeez. Okay.
Now it's more or less a casino for strength 2.
Alright, what's in the waterfall? Nice.
And there's a small key here.
Yep. And it was the right location too. If it been Kakiri Forest, on the other hand, my. So this puts Sponge in a really good position. Like,
yep.
So Sponge is behind in terms of progression right now. Like Soli has 4 medallions, has Jabu done over Sponge. Sponge is just gonna get the boomerang, beat Jabu, but has, I guess, a GTG on Soli right now, and magic.
Yeah, and hopefully Sully gets his magic this time. Because there's no excuse here.
I'd argue it was a bailout because Sponge was never coming back here without that hint.
Yep. Strength 2 could actually just be in here.
But I still think it's irons to long shot. That's water beaten, and then we just need to find strength.
Yeah, like I think the important part about it is, aside from the fact that it was specifically DMT, if it was Kikiri Forest, it would have been like, oh, okay, thanks. It's just for Rutos, right? But the fact it was hinted DMT, Sponge would never have gone. Like, Sponge's
Oh,
route
yeah.
did not involve checking like one-off locations like DMT.
Yeah. And now he's just gonna do parts of the remaining stuff here.
Mm-hmm.
Strength 2 could just be in Spirit Temple. French Vanilla, of course.
Yeah, I'm thinking Tramp 2 is in water at this point with the path. Because I don't know if there's anything else that can
Another
like
small key,
potentially
by the
be.
way.
Okay, for those people who like Spirit Key logic, which key is that?
That would
Which
be number 2.
number 2? Oh wait, oh, sorry, the Sponge just being suspended in midair because of the Goron.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Key 2. Okay. So key. So if that's key 2, then on adult side, if the key is like, if there's a key in any of those checks, is that like key 3 then?
There's the boss key.
Jabu, Child Spirit, Chess Game.
So yeah, okay, Din's Fire beam path to get that. Yes. Is all I can say.
And just one more check here, because both runners know that it's dead.
Kiana, that would be an alternate key one. I mean, spirit key logic is something good to know because you can have situations where I'm trying to remember the race that it was. Was it Words versus Sora? Where Sora got their hook. It was supposed to be their long shot, but got it as their hook in Spirit Temple.
Yep.
And got it in the room with the, what's that thing called? Law Master, the invisible one.
Yeah.
But like Spirit Key logic meant that was the long shot and not the hook.
Yep.
So it's stuff like that. It's like good to know.
Because the hook shot was actually like really early into Shadow Temple.
That was it. Yeah. It was like the first check or first 2 checks of Shadow, and Shadow was path or something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Soli will pick up his magic here in a second.
Yeah.
And my guess is go towards GTG. Oh wait, no, this is Deku. Never mind. This is him doing Deku stuff.
So that's going to help Sponge gain back lost time. Although this could just be for a target in the woods. If he switches shields, then yeah, it would be.
I'd say Soli got Saria's, right?
Yeah, I believe they both have it.
Does not care about Daronia in the slightest.
It looks like both of them will be. You need to switch this. Shield. Yep.
Nah, kill him. He's lying to you. Don't switch a shield. Stupid Mido.
Mido is such an entitled brat. So Sully's just going to be giving some time back to Sponge.
You know, I haven't even realised this now. Sponge is on 9 skulls. We're an hour and 43 minutes into the seed. And neither of them have collected 10 skulls.
Yeah.
I know Solly doesn't like skull seeds. Or doesn't like collecting them. I really don't know like the reasoning. But this, I guess it goes to show how many things they found that skulls have not been a priority.
Yeah. And I don't think there would be a hook shot on 20 skulls, given, again, Path to Phantom
Oh no.
Ganon hint.
20, I mean 10 and 20.
They could
They
still
could,
have Iron
like,
Boots, though.
yeah, they could still have irons. Like irons at this point are somewhere in the world. They could be anywhere. Longshot we know has to be hook locked, and we are
They
running out
also
of
can't
places.
be in the, they also can't be in the valley area onwards.
That is true. They can't be. Yeah, they can't be onward with that. Which means that it can't be on lens game. Irons could.
Yep.
Longshot can't.
Which
The
means if Iron Boots are on Lens game, it can't. Then there's no long shot in Water Temple.
yeah, if irons are on lens game, that's right. I'm just trying to think of locations where it could be good. Also, does burning stick deal more damage?
That's I've never really seen it like that before, but now it's definitely worth looking into.
Yeah, because I'm pretty certain you can't just kill the sculpture with a stick. No, that stick was on fire.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense. Burn it alive. Definitely burn it
Kill
alive.
it with fire is basically what it is.
Unfortunately, I have seen that game on like Steam and such, and I'm not interested. But
Oh,
that
it's the
is
one where you're supposed to take care of the spider in the house.
yeah, I'm nah, nah, not interested in the slightest. But anyway, go down.
Yep. Blink and you miss.
Solly gonna be disappointed, I think.
Yeah.
But I guess there might be some information about where Longshot could be. Like, it's highly... I guess it's highly probable that Longshot could just be in water, but it all depends on where irons are.
Right.
Okay,
Where's
Solly, where are
Sully
you off to?
going now?
Oh, is this... Same time... No. Where are you going? Oh, is this Solly collecting a skull? This might
No.
be... Because Solly's already done. Oh!
Oh, this
Picking
is
up
for
the
the
song!
song.
Forgot to get the
I
song!
forgot to do it. Oh my god.
Oops!
It should also be marked on Sponge's tracker too. There we go.
I was thinking, I was like, wait, did Solly pick up the song? I don't know if I saw him walk out.
Oh man, that means we still need to see our dad dance for that.
Okay. Alright, guys. Let's get thinking. Where could, like, stuff be? Because we've got fire,
We've
and at the
got
moment, that's the only thing I'm thinking of.
Tektite Grotto as well as
Oh yeah, we got Tetagro!
Dancing
The
Dad.
scale! The scale! We also got Dancing Dad, yeah. We got Papa D. That off sponge.
But AD is 100% dead.
Yeah, forget about AD. It's not happening, guys. Sorry.
Dins and Mirror were in GTG, which is Path to Twinrova. Also, where the lens is, but lens is likely to just lock maybe Iron Boots or a second strength.
If it looks irons, like if lens unlocks iron boots,
Yeah, we saw
then
Remote Grotto. It was a slingshot.
did we? Oh no, oh yeah, remote grotto. Yeah, I was thinking Teto. Yeah, it's probably just tune it logic, but in terms of what what is available to us right now, I hate to say this, but I think fire is the most dense location they've got.
Irons
And
can't be in Shadow. Nocturne is vanilla.
irons could be in fire. And the way things are going, probably are. It's just I think Soli dipped, but just got the key, I think. Didn't do anything else.
Epona is on OT, so AD is 100% dead.
So yeah, opponents is not on OT, yeah. So we've got 10 skulls, we've got 20 skulls, we've got Dancing Dad, we've got the entirety of fire, and
Yeah,
wait a second. Wait a second. Have any of them done cack archery?
no. As another orphan check, commonly orphan check.
Wait, how have none of them done cack? Wait. No, they had to have done cack archery, surely.
Nope. It's just
Where was
that far out of the way now.
the bow? Wait, where were the bows again? Okay, bows.
Well, there was one in Hyrule Field, Scrub Grotto, one
Uh-huh.
in Bottom of the Well,
Uh-huh.
and one of them on Ocarina minigame.
Uh-huh.
So none of them lock each other.
Oh my god, they haven't done cack archery. Oh my. Okay, yes for bowling. Bowling was like the first thing they did in the seed because of where they spawned.
There was also a wallet there as the second prize.
We'll ignore that. We'll ignore that. The wallet does not exist except for apparently getting a Zora tunic, I guess.
Yep.
That's literally all it's good for. But yeah, we're running out of places to go and check, so Sponge's position is a lot better right now, because Sponge could just choose to push density right now, but
It's Big Key in Central Pillar.
Iron's on Ganon. I like that.
It sounds like we've got ourselves a glitched logic seed then. Rip.
Oh, is it just Ruto? Just Ruto at Ganon. Just strength on OGC Fairy. I like all the suggestions are just actually wrong, but they are funny.
Yes. Oh, King Zora's hinted dead, by the way.
Yeah, triple. Hinted dead. Big Po's likely dead. Yeah, locked behind. I mean, it's locked behind Epona.
Yeah, logically.
Unless we find a big Po bottle, right? How many bottles have we got?
We've
We've got
only found
Ruto's.
Ruto's letter and the small Poe bottle in GGG, so
Also, there might be an argument of getting Po's out of logic to check it.
yeah.
There might be some argument there, because you never know if you're going to find a big Po bottle.
Yeah.
Was Bigoran hinted? Bigoran is hinted in these settings, but I don't think we have seen one yet. Oh my god, we haven't seen one yet. Oh my god, there's too many things going on.
Yeah. But it's a lot of the same stuff we've seen earlier. Just because this seed is deceptively cutting a lot of what we do need.
Mm. Okay, Sponge. Please take this owl and check Tektite Grotto for us. Please. Alex, we've already got the trade item. I think it was in GTG, right? The prescription? Oh, it was in Forest.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
in Forest.
And we're seeing Tektite Grotto. Okay, Sponge. Sponge is doing, like, all the checks he's got left in Logic. And I don't hate it. I would definitely do all these checks before going to fire. And this will save 100% if it is the wallet. The answer is...
Nope.
It's the wallet!
Dancing Dad?
Not
No.
seeing Dancing Dad. Looks
Yeah,
like...
he'd be warping with Minuet instead, if that were the case.
Wait, Sponge went to Ice, right?
Yes.
So has Prelude.
Well, he should be getting Prelude now because he just finished out
Oh.
Cabo.
Oh, that's right, yeah. Oh, wait. Prelude was... Oh yeah, Prelude's vanilla. Never mind. So gets Prelude. Hey, gets Prelude, immediately goes back child, plays Minuet. To be honest, it's something that I'd do right now. Just get Prelude and just play Minuet to check back to full clear child. And then when it's nothing, just Prelude back.
And I do know that Sully has Juice. Because he picked up the 10-pack in...
Oh, true. That as well. That as well, Namaha. I just figured because Sponge is on VC, playing the song would be quicker.
We're gonna see another take of this one. Nope. He didn't
And
pause
that
buffer when he was
is-
doing the slash.
That is so much harder to do on emulator, I think.
You have to do plenty of pause. Well, you do have to do a forced pause buffer to get it more consistently. Just because trying to take off the hover boots while doing a jump slash unbuffered is just rather crazy to do. Oh, Sully's only at 2 skulls. Also quite frightening.
Like, you know what? I respect the hustle.
And it looks like Sully's reversing once again.
Yeah, probably just doing the check and seeing he's gonna see it as double magic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Sully didn't pick up the shield or the dins. Actually, he did
Wait.
pick up the dins. but not the shield.
Probably wasn't expecting to fail the trick, which is fair.
Yeah.
Are you winning, son?
Yes.
I'm not too sure.
Because chat is winning.
I'm not too sure if these guys are winning though.
It looks like I might have cursed the seed.
Get a bottle out. What are you up to? Oh, Solly save quitting. Uh-oh, this Solly
He'll be
hasn't
missing
done
out on his mirror shield.
interesting. Okay, advantage goes back to Sponge.
Oh yeah.
My guess is did one side, saw it was Din's, saw that the has the boss key, maybe has just decided, you know what, it's just for Din's. Screw it. Okay,
Oh, I see what he's doing here now.
wait, he's doing this over going back to GTG.
And Sponge is
And
now dipping Fire Temple.
okay, this is the one we have to watch out for, I think, because
Yeah.
the way this seed is panning out, the irons are probably in here.
There's our first small key, logically.
Yeah, Solly did this room, but
Yeah.
never went further in.
Yeah. You only did the first two.
Oh, that's right. Pierre could easily have long shot as well, because of
And right, Sully peeked one of the keys, so one of them was locked behind the hammer, but there's at least two keys that are not hammer locked. And if there's a third one, Sponge can just keep going higher. Oh, right. We haven't seen Cack Archery yet.
hack archery. It's 2 hours. We're 2 hours in.
It's such an easy check to orphan, despite the fact that we've gotten bows pretty early.
I hate this game.
Gotta love the rando.
There's another key. We can keep climbing.
Yep.
All right, what is it?
Nope, it's dead.
So it's probably just fire. It's just fire.
Oh yeah. Has to be fire.
I mean, it's highly, 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 highly probable it's just fire. Yeah, the choose choosing this in these settings are in small chests.
Oh
So
right, there's another check we've neglected for so long.
Sunsong Grave.
It's a lot of one-off checks that Sully's just scratching off right now. Whereas Sponge is just doing a Fire Temple.
Sorry.
And is dead.
Bear. Sorry.
It looks like we're getting another Fire Temple dip here, so special treat.
Sorry. I I am calm. I'm collected.
We've
I'm fine.
seen what was on Royal Tomb Flames. Sponge checked it earlier and it was dead using
Yeah,
just flame storage.
and Solly missed. Oh,
Oh my gosh,
okay, that.
that's huge. That could just very well be long shot or even like
That no, I think that
iron
has to be
boots.
irons. That if this is a key, then yeah, I was gonna say if this is a key and the next chest is a key, that's
Yeah, I think the next chest
that's
would have to
irons.
be a key.
I mean, this could and the next chest could just be the boss key, and we have to go and find hammer. Yeah, or this is a big chest, and it's hammer. Don't be no. It's just gonna be a small key. It's gonna be
Cursed.
it's gonna be a small key.
Yep.
Okay, good. And this check that's in the upper bottom maze is it's gonna be the iron boots. Calling it.
You still want to explore most of Fire Temple as much as possible.
I
Just in
think
case.
yeah, I think the situation you full clear fire as much as you can.
But it looks
Just
like Sponge is more than likely going to take much of this race away for now.
I think not getting mirror is
And the lack of furores, so Sponge can at least um, have a bit of an easier time with less backtracking. And the fact that you got a bit of a head start in Fire Temple now. Yep, those are
there
iron
they are.
boots.
And Sponge is out of there, going straight to path water, where very, 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 very likely strength 2 is waiting for him.
Yep.
And at that point, Longshot could just be in spirit. Or Longshot could just be, in water.
By the way, those iron boots were not locked behind anything but the bomb bag and the Goron tunic slash wallet.
It's, it's just Fire Temple. What? Fire Temple's just bad.
Oh, and
I'm thinking,
Sully's out of bombs.
Solly's out of bombs? How?
Right there.
Oh, that's how. There's no good way of farming bombs, is there? Like,
Oh!
wait, was that a big chest in the crap wall?
Yes.
Oh, I mean, it's fine.
Because that could still be like strength 2 to get the long shot in Spirit Temple. Or even GT. No, not GTG. Can't be.
No, it can't be in GTG.
But it could
Longshot
be
could
in
just be
Spirit.
here. I mean, the only requirement for Longshot right now is that it's hook locked.
Yep.
That's
But
literally
strength
the
2
only
could also
thing.
be hook locked as well.
I mean, Strength 2, I think, is hook locked. It's in here. Yeah, the wallet was definitely for the tunic.
Yep.
Okay, what are we looking at? Strength 2 here?
Long shot! Well,
It is Longshot of Water!
that's
Okay!
Prince Vanilla.
And we're very likely gonna be in go mode soon because we know Longshot, like, Spirit Temple is not Longshot locked.
Yep.
So, a strength upgrade or something that, something for Spirit has to be in here. Wait, no, right hand's not a key, right? Am I just... I thought the only requirement for Spirit completion was if
It
right
can't be
hand's
in
a key.
Shadow. second strength can't be in shadow because
Oh
Nocturne is vanilla.
no, I'm being an absolute doofus. Forgetting that reversing is not logical access to GTG, and that we do in fact need the long shot to get into GTG for Mirror Shield.
Yep.
Never mind. Oh jeez. Logic reading, very important.
But yeah, either way, this siege is actually pretty cursed.
It definitely is. It's definitely just Mirror Shield. Oh yeah, Pierre. Oh, we are seeing Pierre. Okay, what's Pierre today?
There's
The boss
the
key.
boss key, and it doesn't even matter because it's a stone. It's a
That's
stone, Luigi. You didn't make it.
wait, long short? Wait, no. Boss key there. We could go further up in fire, can't we?
Um, he's missing a small key though, which is hammer locked.
Oh, was the shortcut not a key?
I don't remember, but he doesn't have any bombs. But you'll have to
Does
use
have
choose for this. Oh god. Oh, I'm just barely hearing Sponge's voice. Oh, yeah, there is a key right here.
okay.
Strength could be just about anywhere now. Could still be back in GTG, could be the rest of water or fire.
So they can fall cliff almost. Jeez. So how many keys? Like obviously we've seen a key in that's Hammerlock. We've seen that's just one key. What else?
Yeah, that's quite a lot.
Obviously, have we found all the keys yet? Or
We know that there's a small key in the boss key room. And we've already seen one item, which was the long shot. And River, Morpha, and Dark Link are more than likely going to be items. Or one of them has to be a key.
I'm sorry, I'm checking the bets. Why are people better for Twin Rover when when it's bet strip to be found? Why are people betting for Twin? Oh wait, and by people I mean 2 people.
Like Brunus.
Oh, I mean 3 people by association. Although to be honest, if there is a strength in fire, that could bring Soli back in it.
Yep.
And obviously there's another strength out there, but it's like I don't see Sponge going back to fire for, you know.
Yeah. There's also a chance that it might be on Darunia.
Oh, that is like a vanilla strength.
That's possible.
Yeah, because because that strength has been our only strength so far, hasn't it?
Yes. The one in Domain. It's also unhinted.
Also, wait. Is like in ice, that ice block that doesn't require strength, does it?
In Ice Cavern? No. Nope. And it's not
Nope.
the hammer chest either.
And you not jumping down because I'm pretty sure that's a key anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, if it's Darunia, then that strength wouldn't be locked behind strength 1, would it? If it is on Darunia. I guess point is the strengths don't have to lock each other.
Yeah.
It's likely that they do, but 20 skulls intensifies. Wait, is that a big chest?
Oh, nope. Nope,
Nope.
not at all.
Nope.
That's
BCIs. Okay, what are you gonna be?
also dead.
So...
How many items was that so far?
Let's see.
Oh, that if that's 4, then Morpha's a key.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Sponge is out of here.
So Casino for strength 2, huh?
I still think that it's... Oh. Wait a
Yeah, shoot the
second.
sun. Both 10 and 20 skulls. Dancing
Have we got
Darunia.
Soli?
Yeah, it looks like we're having difficulty getting him. Oh yeah, there's also the toilet lens game.
Okay, I'm just checking something.
Speaking of which, we'll be getting Shoot the Sun very soon. Nope,
Yeah,
not Shoot the Sun.
I...
Skull Kid was
Yeah,
hinted dead.
not seeing Soli at all. So, Sponge play-by-play until Soli comes back?
Yep. I think this is lens minigame. Set up.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's not really a casino when you've got, like, for Sponge, you can think of one hand, or maybe potentially 2 hands on what's left. You've got
Yeah.
Darunia, you've got,
Oh, he's doing archery, cack archery.
right, that jumped for me.
And 10 skulls at the same time.
Likelihood, it could just be on skulls.
Mm-hmm.
But we know skull archery. We know archery is dead. We've seen it from Soli, but Sponge hasn't been here since getting the bow. So his check-in 10 is
No,
nothing.
not 10 skulls, so it could still be 20. It could still be Darunia.
Yeah, and it could still be Big Poe's if a Big Poe bottle is available, but we haven't seen the other 2 Poes, so
We haven't
we
seen
don't
the
know.
other 2 bottles yet.
We don't know what's happened to Soli.
Yeah.
Check in the race room. There is no There is. So Sponge is checking like Sunsong Grave and
Yeah, you don't want
all
to
the
leave any stone unturned.
no, which is
It's
why
that
I'm
kind of
thinking.
seed.
Yeah, it's why I'm thinking that Sponge, after checking Sunsong Grave and everything, will just be going back child because I'm not sure Sponge has much left as adult here. Aside from like the top of fire, which I mean at this point you could just go back. I mean,
Yeah, it's not possible to be Shadow Temple though.
yeah, not with Spirit being required to get Nocturne. But we
If
might be
Spirit
seeing
was like the Shadow Spirit or Light Medallion, then maybe. But at this rate, it's impossible.
okay guys, get your bets or
Well, I'm with Demon Crusher on this one. All lefts.
left, right, left, left, right. Come on. Although it hasn't equipped the lens, so I don't know if he's actually going to be doing it. Let's go show it up. Show it to us, Sponge. And I appreciate the 5 A's from Bear. Definitely appreciate that. Unfortunately, you are wrong. You say Sponge is going to cheat at lens game. I would be inclined to agree. Okay, what are we getting first? Oh, we got a left.
Well, I'm still in. I'm
We've got
still
another
in.
left. I'm out. Oh, I'm out. Okay. 2 lefts.
I'm
A
still
third
in.
left. A third left.
And I'm out.
Alright. Alright. So 3 lefts and a right.
And 2 rights.
3 lefts and 2 rights. So left, left, left. Right, right. Did anyone get that?
There they are! Sponge is in go mode.
Oh my god.
That is crazy.
This has been.
This has been a crazy seed. And the worst part of that is, that wasn't even, well, it's still technically strength locked, because, Fire Temple.
Nope.
Yeah,
That
'cause
just
you need.
means the lens is also path to Twin Rover because it
Yep.
unlocks a strength upgrade. And that strength 3 could just be in spirit or locked
But
behind
keep in
strength 2.
mind, that long shot was still locked behind a strength. Because Fire Temple. You logically need that strength to push the block.
Yeah, but I think the important thing there is that it was hook locked.
Din's only had only locked the boss key, but it's still not like magic locked. But yep, Sponge is gonna be taking this win, and his next opponent, well, they should be facing off. Not sure when exactly, but
I was gonna say this is losers round 5, right?
yep.
Is it losers round 6 or is it losers quarters? Because I don't know how many rounds there are in the lower bracket.
Well, losers finals would be like the loser of winners final. And before that, the semis would
Yeah,
just
no, I
be
meant the rounds. I meant the rounds. Like,
Yeah.
Because like there's an extra. I think there's an extra round or two in the lower bracket.
Yeah, of course. For every time, that would be just round 6. Because I'm pretty sure it would be like quarterfinals in round 8, which would include the the winners of losers bracket round 7 and the losers of the winners semis.
Hold on. Yeah, losers go round. Okay, yeah.
So there's still much of the tournament left in terms of the lower bracket. For the winners brackets, we should be getting another match soon between What the Hell's Happened and Gavaroni. So stay tuned for that tomorrow, because it is a grudge match between the two. Yep, that is so true. Sponge would need to win 5 more times to make it to finals again.
I mean, considering this year's competition, this has been an incredible season. Just because so many of the so-called fan favorites have been knocked out already. Like the
Yeah.
big one, like I still can't believe that Eminem had to face off against each other in lower bracket round 1, and one of them had to like leave the tournament already.
Yeah.
Like, by Eminem, I mean just Mr. Mario and Mr. Martin.
Yep.
Eminem is just their co-op name.
We still have one player left in the snack pack, and that's Cola. Speaking of which, I think his match is on Saturday against Rafa. So also stay tuned for that.
I'd say Carlo's doing pretty well. Although it's Cola and Chloe is in the lower bracket as well.
Yep, round 5. And if he wins, he'd be up against Gogeta.
There are some interesting matchups on here, yeah. Oh, some of these matchups are hype as hell. Like,
oh yeah.
Like I'm looking at the standings. The winner of What the Hell's versus Gav will face against Broat, and that is just gonna be an insane match.
Yep.
Like so insane. And
Not
then
to mention the grudge match between What the Hell's Happened and Broat and Gavaroni, anyways, because they actually did have a matchup in the online tournament for SGL 2021, where What the Hell's Happened took first place.
Yeah, let's not say that about the runners.
Yeah, I think it's just a tech issue, because I know that some countries don't have the best internet, sadly.
But I agree with Tom. Let's focus on Sponge's side. We have spoken a bit about the tournament, which, while it's great to see the upcoming matches, we should actually, focus on this one.
Yeah, which is basically done and dusted at this point.
I forget how quick Spirit Temple can be when you don't have to. Yes, when you don't have to do it.
Especially when it's strength 2 that's your last item.
Like, strength 2, you can kind of... When you're getting into a situation where you're just needing, like I'd rather be looking for strength 2 than boomerang. Because at least with Shrimp 2, you kind of can see where it could be. Or with Shrimp 2, I mean.
And especially for the mirror shield, because mirror shield only in the vanilla game only locks like one key, and the bot, and just one off check at the very top, and Twin Rova. And if you include the trials, just Spirit Trial, the only advantage it has over the Hylian shield is that when a like eats you up, it doesn't take the shield.
So that's a good. Like, this is also a theme of Dungeon ER as well, which, if people haven't seen, is in the new weekly settings. Which I need to get my head around again because Dungeon ER and me do not get on at all. Is Deku Tree as adult? The nuts, they don't reflect with mirror. They only reflect with Hylian shield.
Yep.
So that's another downside to having a mirror shield, is that you have to buy a shield or get a hammer. But
Same
I
with
don't think you can
Shocklock,
hammer.
actually. So like, if you you'd need to get the Hylian shield for that. If you don't have like a bow or a hook shot.
I would go as far and say yes, or like logic at the very least. In the spoiler log, if you have to do adult Deku, it will say buy a Hylian shield or something along those lines. Like, you can use the hammer to get past the first scrub, but you can't, like, for the 32 is number 1, you need a Hylian shield to reflect the nuts back in that order.
Yep.
So Sponges...
Well, now we know that he'll be facing off either
Let's say
Exodus
32
or
is number 1.
Tay.
23 is number 1, that's it. Sponge against Exodus. Did you say? Or what?
It could either be Exodus or Say,
Right,
depending
because
on
their
who.
match hasn't happened yet.
Yeah. But either way, it's not. It's going to be a pretty interesting fight, nonetheless.
I'll say that match in particular is going to be really good to watch. Like, all the matches that are on here are amazing. Like, some of these matchups are incredible. Like, we've got
No,
Ryukane versus Duke. You
yep.
know how great of a matchup that is?
It's another grudge match.
Like, I hope I'm not working when that match happens. Oh, it's Fanta versus Duke? Oh, right, yeah. Close though? Oh, yeah. Hold on. Yeah, no, sorry, I am a bit blind. Yeah, sorry, Fanta, I can see your name right on here. But we're in the home stretch now. Okay, so I'm not too sure Soli likes interviews, or I mean, whenever I've seen them afterwards, it's in the chat. But
Yeah, I think it's
it's
just because English is not a language he's comfortable speaking in.
right, okay. So I suppose if anyone's got any questions for Sponge in particular, because I'm pretty certain I feel like Sponge might say yes to an interview. Let's have a look.
But we know that Solly will be getting the bad news here. Having that big Goron sword also has its benefits because he doesn't have to use nut strats.
Right,
And
yeah. I never go into Ganon without the hammer, so not seeing the hammer all seed is baffling to me. Hammer's just gonna be in like strength 2 locked in spirit or GTG, isn't it? Or with irons, it could just be on
it could even be in Shadow Temple, honestly.
true. I mean, regardless, it wasn't required to do anything, but all right, everyone,
Get your
get your
GGs in chat.
mm-hmm. Okay, Sponge has finished with a time of 2 hours 34 minutes and 23 seconds. GG's
G.
to Sponge.
It looks like he will be the only person from round 1 onward to actually continue the torch.
I told this guy, he's like a phoenix. He's rising.
He's rising up to the challenge. That is for
And
sure.
he's rising into the VC. Hey, Sponge.
I was gonna
GG.
rising in. Yeah. Hello, everybody.
Hello, GG's.
Can I say something before we start? Because I
Yes.
noticed
Yes.
something in the chat. Please be nice to Soli, everybody. It sucks to lose a match, and if somebody rage quits, please don't harp on it. Like, if you were in their position, I think you would understand as well. So please be nice.
This, to be honest.
Yes.
But yeah, that was a fun seed.
Definitely one that favored
Fire Temple.
yeah, fuck fire.
Man, I was worried because I know that Soli likes to play anti-meta, so he likes to dip fire, and I'm like, well, if you're crazy, you just keep going, right? Like,
So
He didn't, sadly, until like near the very end.
yeah.
but he did dip. He did the first 2 checks and then left.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, it's much more reasonable to go in, get the key, and then do the lava room, and then leave without climbing the elevator because it's stone fire. Like, that's what I suspected he did, and when I finished, that pretty much confirmed to me. Because I mean, the strength 2 was really bad as well, but
At that point, you had hardly any checks left, right? How many checks did you have left in logic?
1 sec, let me bring up my tracker. Do we ever get a Bigoron hint?
I don't think we did.
Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6 checks left in logic.
Well, 6 items. Your Deepest Fire, I
What's
think, had 1 item left in there. What are
Which
I
I-
don't know.
Sadly.
Yeah, I think it was dead. Yeah, we saw that from Soli. Right, okay, so we understand what's happened with Soli. So when the stream went down, it was about 20 minutes exactly from when you finished. Yeah. Oh.
Either way,
By the way, yeah, be nice. No one likes people being nasty online, so just shut up and enjoy, I guess.
that's one way to say it. But yeah, it was just one of those seeds where you start getting really stressed at the end because you know that, like, okay, I definitely haven't played this. I've made several routing mistakes to this point. I definitely haven't played this optimally by any means. Like, some seeds you just play in and you just feel like, all right, there's no way I'm behind here. This seed was like, I didn't necessarily feel behind because I don't like to say I'm behind before I find the item I'm looking for.
Mhm.
Like, the whole seed I felt behind until I picked up the iron boots, and I'm like, all right, this is just pure shit, so maybe it's fine now. Like,
Because I will say me. It was very much me was going, bottom of the world will have your hook. So imagine our, despair when we found a wallet and a scale and a bow and no hook. And it was like, is this just going to be a wallet to get the boss key?
As soon as I picked up the wallet, I was suspicious of it.
But it was just like you had information, but you had no way of optimizing it. It felt.
Yeah, at first I was thinking like, okay, there's two scenarios here. It's either you get the iron boots, you go into water, you get strength 2, and then likely long shots and spirit. Or you go into water, you get the long shot, and like then you just have the remaining checks left in the game. So like when I left fire, I was thinking about whether I should leave for Roar's Wind and Fire that whole time if that chest was the iron boots. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna gamble on the fact that it's strength 2 in water and long shots and spirit, and I was wrong, but I flushed it out anyway, I guess.
There was one point though that we were getting concerned. So Soli had the rang way before you did. And
Yeah,
it
I
was getting
figured.
to the point. It was getting to the point where we're going, when does Sponge go back to DMC area? Because you don't need to go to fire at that point, and you've got you have no reason to be in DMC. When are you going to go to DMT Fairy? The only way that's going to help you is if you get a hint, but it's a 50-50 if you're going to get Kakiri Forest or DMT.
Yeah.
So,
GV paid out greatly with that hint.
so I guess the question was, did you think about returning to do DMT at any point before finding the hint?
Yeah, I always had those checks in the back of my mind. I don't know if people know what my tracker looks like, but my tracker does list stuff that I haven't done yet. So it's like I always acknowledge that they exist. It's just I don't think I was going to do it directly after checking the valley checks there. But I would eventually have gotten to that. I didn't forget that it existed or anything like that. So it's just one of those situations where it's like, yeah, I got the hint and it got me to that item faster, but it wouldn't really have made a difference because with the location of the iron boots and the strength upgrade, like I would have got that before I got either of those two items anyway, and I ended up checking 90% of the game, so...
I mean, like I said, it was touch and go, at least on our side, because Soli was doing everything you were doing, but like you'd gone to GTG before Soli.
I figured,
and
yeah.
Soli went after doing all the stuff he needed to do, but he was a dungeon up. But there was also one thing that Soli didn't do, which would have like cost him a lot of time anyway, is that didn't get the mirror shield from GTG.
You just get the dins and leave?
Yeah, got the dins and left. But I think messed up the trick in Valley. So you know the one, the recoil.
Yeah, the recoil strat. Yeah. So I guess maybe the idea was like do right side, check Valley, reset maybe. But when you get Roar's Wind, it's like I don't know. I'll have to check the VOD. But that seems very weird to do right side and then just like not go to the left.
To be fair, this seed was definitely one that was frazzling a lot. Like, with the location of the boss key, I think Dins would have fulfilled it anyway. I mean,
no.
No, not
No.
necessarily.
You don't need magic for spirit at all. Because the boss key is in logic with sticks, as long as there's no magic locked keys and torch puzzle is an item. So if you had checked Child Spirit in this seed, you would know that magic's not required for Spirit, unless it locks Strength 2, which in this case it did, but not a fire source. So
That's true.
it's like you would know, so you would have to go back anyway. It's impossible to determine at the time, unless you have done Child Spirit before you go to GTG, which I guess is possible, but not likely.
Soli had done Child Spirit. I think did Child Spirit before you did. So it's like the two of you did the exact same things but in different orders.
Yeah. for the usual.
Like, I will say, the Sponge, the backflip that you did in Forest Temple, 10 out of 10. Like
I
the
did a
one to
backflip?
get, yeah, the
Yeah.
checkerboard room,
Ah,
10 out of 10. Very 10 out of 10. I fucking love that strat. And then Soli just whips out 3 key like Forest with 0 keys, but does like green Po, and then saves quit from blue Po, and it's like faster.
it's faster. You get to skip an entire room.
So cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
You guys just pulled out all like the neat tricks, and it was just like a joy to watch.
I hope so, because it was certainly a quote-unquote joy to play. I do want to address a question in the chat by, I think it's Alfalfa I saw, where did I consider doing Lens Game or Darunia after Child Spirit? Actually, it's good that you mentioned that, because I did. But I don't know if you can hear, if you were using my audio, I speak when I play, and I was talking about it, and I was like, the only thing that can be on Lens Game is Strength 2, and what if it's Irons into Strength 2 into Longshot and Spirit? So I'm just not going to concern myself with this. That's literally what I said out loud as I was walking past Market to go back into Hold.
But hey, you were right. It was Strength 2. Alright, Sponge, your next opponent is the loser.
The loser between Seisei and Exodus.
Yeah, pretty cool. I either have to defend the USA homeland against Seisei or fight for my homeland's honor against Exodus. The battle of the Americans.
Also, that Shadow Temple would never come into use. So that was something.
Yeah, it actually took me a hot minute to realize that. I was thinking, whoa, well, Deku had nothing. It could just be hard AD, you know, to get long shot in GTG, and then like 20 minutes later, I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, man? That's not possible.
At least the Sid was like, at least you knew that AD was dead. But the downside is, it was just like, well, AD's dead. But that doesn't help.
Yeah, it makes Fire even worse.
Yeah, it got to the point where Fire was the most dense location for the two of you, and it was just like, why?
Yeah, it was disgusting, but gotta do it.
Rando do be randoing. But yeah, if anyone has any more questions for Sponge, say Sponge, do you have any questions for us?
Yeah, if a tree falls in the park, but nobody's
yeah.
around to hear it, does it make a sound?
Oh, philosophy questions.
Let's not.
Let's not. I hate it. Like, why do they teach philosophy in psychology? This makes no sense.
Well, think of it like Schrodinger's cats. Like, you don't know if the cat is alive or dead until you check the box.
Yeah.
Which means you know that the tree doesn't make a sound unless you're there to hear it.
Yep.
All right. So great race. Thank you, Sponge. Thank you, Soli. Thank you, Thunder and Harold, for coming for us, and Ashling and Thunder for doing the dragon. For everyone coming out to watch, thank you. Let's see. Tonight, in about 3 hours, we've got an ALTTP NMG race. We've got another one an hour after that, and a ZTR Zelda 2 Randomizer Max Rando tournament round at the same time. And then a third Link to the Past NMG race 2 hours after that. So a lot of Link to the Past on there tonight. So if you feel free to check back anytime in the next 3 hours, so you're almost guaranteed to see some Link to the Past. Yeah. With that, I'm going to send you over to Not Your Average Person, who is currently doing a Ocarina of Time Majora's Mask combo rando, which is an interesting thing to watch.
Yes.
So thank you again, everyone, for coming out. Thank you, Sponge, Soli, Thunder, Aisling, Harold, and whoever I just missed in that group. It was one of the comms. Hold on, I know this. No. Who did I miss? Oh, Diesler. That's who I missed. Diesler for tracking. He's not in the chat anymore. That's why I missed it. All right. Thank you, everyone, and have a good night.
Good night.
See ya.